Did you know? There's a tiny fish capable of stirring the entire ocean with biological waterfalls, stretching for dozens of kilometers. The sardine, one of the greatest masters of mass migration on the planet. But the real wonder lies not just in their spectacular journeys. Sardines aren't merely prey of the ocean. They're the living core of both the marine food web and the global food supply chain. From shimmering silver shoals swirling through the deep blue sea, sardines travel thousands of nautical miles to reach cutting-edge processing plants, where they're handled in closed-loop systems with remarkable precision. In just minutes, these small fish are transformed into golden cans of nourishment, a fusion of nutrition, technology, and the art of canning at its finest. Today, join Agriculture Insight as we step inside some of the world's most advanced sardine processing facilities to uncover the extraordinary journey behind each seemingly simple can. Everything will be revealed in this video. If Portugal is the sardine factory of the world, where shimmering silver shoals are harvested, processed, and exported to over 45 countries under renowned brands like Ramirez and Nuri, then the United States is the bottomless consumer machine, spending over $50 million annually to import sardines and integrate them into every corner of fast food culture, from convenient sandwich slices to refreshing, nutrient-packed salads. Compared to canned tuna, sardines are not only 30 to 50% cheaper, but they also offer a range of superior benefits. Higher omega-3 content, rich in calcium since the bones are edible, and a more ocean-friendly profile thanks to their sustainable harvesting practices. Sardines aren't just nutrient-rich, they once sparked an economic miracle in the heart of America. In 1903, as Monterey, California was drowning in a deep economic crisis, sardines arrived en masse like a wave of salvation. In a matter of years, this humble fish fueled a booming canning industry, created thousands of jobs, and transformed a fading seaside town into the sardine capital of the world. Every journey has its beginning. Join me as we set sail for the fishing grounds of the Atlantic Ocean, where the night sky bursts into light under powerful floodlamps, and specialized fleets kick off the sardine hunt, chasing a tiny fish that brings to life some of the most breathtaking dances beneath the sea. The sardine harvesting season stretches from late spring to early autumn, when coastal waters begin to warm and shimmering silver shoals gather in massive waves. Unlike tuna, which must be caught one by one on a line, or mackerel, which require traditional drift nets, sardines are harvested using a method as strange as it is spectacular: light trapping. At night, these specialized vessels switch on dozens of high-intensity lights, transforming the sea's surface into a stage lit by artificial suns. The glow triggers the sardines' predatory instincts, drawing them to the surface as if hypnotized. And by day, enormous purse-seine nets lie in wait beneath the sun, ready to silently encircle the glistening silver shoals in an instant. No hooks, no chase, just perfect timing. Although sardines are small, they move in massive schools, sometimes weighing hundreds of tons, making their capture a task that requires advanced technology. On modern fishing vessels, radar and sonar systems are used to scan vast areas of ocean and accurately detect the movement of sardine schools swimming deep beneath the surface. Once the equipment identifies the distinctive flow of sardines, the captain swiftly maneuvers the vessel into position, while the crew gets ready to deploy a purse-seine net. The net is cast around the school of fish, then drawn tight at the bottom with a cable, like cinching the mouth of a bag, trapping the entire school in an instant. After being hauled aboard, the sardines are quickly transferred into large ice bins or deep freeze holds at -20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius to preserve their freshness throughout the long journey at sea. As soon as the vessel docks, the catch is sent through a grading machine to separate the fish by size. They are then packed into sealed, insulated containers with ice inside. These containers are immediately transported to canning factories, ready for the next stage in a fully closed-loop processing system. Upon arrival at the factory, the sardines are transferred into large brine tanks. Workers carefully sprinkle coarse salt over each layer of fish to ensure even absorption. The sardines are left to soak in the brine for 2 to 6 hours, which helps firm up the flesh, enhance the flavor, and preserve the natural taste of the sea. After brining, the fish are poured into large holding containers, from which they are conveyed onto an automated conveyor belt to begin the cleaning process. As the belt moves forward, high-pressure water jets, delivering up to 50 liters per minute, spray cold water directly onto the fish. This powerful stream thoroughly washes away any excess salt, sand, or impurities clinging to the fish, ensuring they are perfectly clean and ready for the next steps. Once cleaned, the sardines enter an automated sorting system, a critical stage often referred to as the strategic routing station of the entire processing line. Here, rotating discs with diameters ranging from 5 to 10 centimeters act like giant sieves, sorting the fish by size. Smaller ones gently drop to the lower conveyor for secondary processing, while larger ones continue along the main line, destined to become premium canned products. With a throughput of up to 5 tons per hour, this system not only ensures fast and accurate sorting, but also guarantees that each finished can of sardines meets the highest standards of uniformity and quality. Once the sorting stage is complete, each sardine seems to have found its rightful place, gliding smoothly along the conveyor belt toward the pre-processing area. Unlike tuna or salmon, with their large bodies and thick flesh, sardines are smaller, more delicate, and prone to damage if mishandled. Their fine bones, thin skin, and high natural oil content make them particularly susceptible to spoilage and flavor loss if not processed properly. That's why pre-processing is not just a preparatory step. It is the critical dividing line between a perfect can of sardines and a failed product. In the pre-processing zone, workers wearing thin gloves swiftly remove the heads and guts of each fish while inspecting them visually and by smell. Spoiled sardines typically give off a slightly sour or sharply fishy odor. Thanks to their experience and sharp senses, each worker can handle over 1,000 sardines per hour, while maintaining the fish's intact appearance. After cleaning, the sardines are carefully arranged in stainless steel baskets, specially designed with small drainage holes to allow water to escape quickly without bruising the fish. Each sardine is placed neatly by hand to preserve its shape and freshness before moving on to the next stage. Once the baskets are full, an automated conveyor system carries them to the final rinsing area. Here, cold water sprays at high pressure form gentle streams that envelop each fish, washing away any remaining impurities while preserving their shiny skin and delicate structure. While manual pre-processing ensures precision and flexibility, in large-scale factories, technology takes the lead role. Automated cutting systems equipped with smart sensors can detect the size and position of each fish, trimming off unwanted parts in just seconds. As a result, these machines can process between 5,000 and 7,000 sardines per hour, significantly boosting overall production efficiency. After being thoroughly cleaned and neatly arranged, the gleaming sardines are placed into small tin cans on an automated conveyor belt by skilled workers. With swift and precise hands, they carefully position each fish to ensure uniform quantity and size in every can. Each worker can complete 30 to 40 cans per minute, maintaining a seamless and synchronized production line. In addition to manual canning, some modern factories are equipped with automated canning systems to increase productivity and ensure product consistency. These machines can place sardines into cans quickly and accurately, reducing processing time while maintaining quality. With the support of technology, the canning process becomes more efficient and ready for the next stages. To enhance flavor and create a distinctive touch for each product, workers add natural ingredients to every can. A few thin slices of carrot, a couple of bay leaves, or a hint of green peppercorns. all blending together to balance the rich taste of the fish with the fresh aroma of the spices. Once delicately garnished with these natural seasonings, each can is completed with the addition of water, an essential element to preserve flavor and texture during the cooking process. An automated filling machine gently pours 100 to 150 milliliters of filtered water into each can, ensuring the right moisture level for the upcoming steaming stage. Once the water and seasonings are properly balanced, the sardine cans enter the steaming stage, a crucial step that determines both quality and safety. Inside industrial steamers maintained at 230 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, the fish is fully sterilized, ensuring long-term preservation. As small, short-lived plankton feeders, sardines accumulate virtually no mercury. This allows the process to focus entirely on maximizing freshness and flavor, a rare advantage in the world of canned fish. As soon as the freshly steamed sardine cans come out of the oven, they are allowed to cool before continuing to the next stage. Once the temperature stabilizes, the cans pass through an automated oil filling system, where about 20 to 30 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil is poured into each can, evenly coating the fish to enhance flavor and ensure rich, natural taste. Thanks to their soft, edible bones after cooking, sardines are often packed whole to preserve their full flavor and appearance in the luscious layer of oil. However, for certain premium product lines, the bones are carefully removed after steaming to offer a smoother, more refined experience for the consumer. Finally, the sardine cans are transferred to an automated sealing system. Each lid is vacuum sealed, removing all air inside, helping to preserve the freshness and distinctive flavor of the fish over time. After sealing, the cans pass through a clean water bath at approximately 4 degrees Celsius, cold enough to wash off any remaining olive oil without affecting the can's integrity. This rinsing process lasts about 2 to 3 minutes. Once clean, workers gently dry each can with soft cloths to ensure they are spotless and oil-free. Next, the sardine cans enter a high-pressure steam sterilization chamber, where they are treated at temperatures up to 248 degrees Fahrenheit, around 120 degrees Celsius, for approximately 30 minutes. This step eliminates any remaining bacteria while preserving the fish's natural flavor. Finally, the cans move to the packaging line, where they are carefully packed into cardboard boxes, typically 24 cans per box, depending on can size. Once packed, the boxes are transferred to a cold storage facility maintained at around 32 degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius, ensuring the sardines retain their freshness and flavor throughout storage. Leaving behind the cold steel lines and hurried rhythms of the factory, we enter a different world, the deep ocean, where sardines are no longer just a canned delicacy, but a vital link in a fierce dance of survival. Here, the water churns with relentless chases and waves surge with the dives of hungry predators. Though small, sardines set the tempo for the vast biological symphony unfolding offshore. Measuring just 15 to 20 centimeters in length, but forming schools of millions, sardines are the perfect prey of the sea. Rich in nutrients and easy to spot, they become targets for tuna, sharks, seabirds, seals, whales, and more. Their synchronized movements create massive live bait balls that draw predators from hundreds of kilometers away. For tireless hunters like sharks, sardines are among the most irresistible moving feasts the ocean has to offer. China is known as the squid fishing capital of the world, with an annual catch exceeding 1 million tons. Meanwhile, the United States plays the role of the world's most advanced squid processing hub, where coastal factories, from California to Rhode Island, operate around the clock to sort, process, and package fresh squid with near-perfect precision, serving both domestic markets and global exports. Beneath its soft, silent appearance, the squid possesses a remarkable defense mechanism. When threatened, it instantly releases a dense black cloud of ink, like an underwater smokescreen, that confuses predators and allows it to escape quickly. This ink bomb isn't just effective against sharks or whales, it can even catch humans off guard. Known for its decentralized nervous system and lightning-fast reflexes, the squid can still appear to dance, even after being prepared. In Japan's famous dancing squid dish, simply pouring soy sauce over the severed tentacles is enough to trigger twitching movements. A shocking yet scientifically accurate display based on its unique biology. Every journey has a beginning. Let's head to the distant fishing grounds of the Pacific Ocean, where bright lights and specialized fleets set the stage for the thrilling adventure of the ninjas of the sea. Squid season typically falls during the full moon months from April to August, a time when, in the middle of the night sea, countless high-intensity lights blaze like artificial suns aboard fishing vessels. Unlike tuna or mackerel, squid are highly sensitive to light and strongly drawn to it. This allows fishermen to lure them to the surface, gather them into schools, and harvest them quickly within just a few short hours. Depending on the squid species, fishing grounds, and available technology, fishermen employ various harvesting techniques. Many modern vessels are equipped with radar, sonar, and thermal sensors to detect squid schools early, allowing them to haul in tons of catch in just a single night. When the radar detects squid moving beneath the cold waters, the crew immediately activates the automated jigging system. Hundreds of fishing lines are released simultaneously, each hook fitted with a flashing artificial lure. The retrieval process runs continuously, fast and precise, forming a specialized harvesting assembly line in the heart of the nighttime ocean. Right on the deck of the fishing vessel, freshly caught squid are immediately processed or placed into large, ice-filled containers for rapid cooling, a crucial step to preserve freshness from the very beginning. Some high-capacity boats are even equipped with deep freezing chambers, where squid are stored at temperatures below -20°C, preventing spoilage during long fishing trips that can last for hours or even several days at sea. For larger squid species, such as reef squid or giant squid, fishermen often take the opportunity to extract the ink sac and rinse the bodies with seawater right on the boat. A step that not only ensures product hygiene, but also helps maintain the quality of subsequent catches. When the boat docks, the entire squid haul is unloaded manually, swiftly, precisely, and under pressure, because even a few hours of delay can send freshness plummeting. In Japan, many high-end restaurants impose strict standards. Squid must be delivered within 12 hours of being caught and kept consistently at 0.4°C. Fail to meet those requirements, and the entire shipment can instantly lose its value. Frozen fresh squid is thawed and then transferred to the processing area, where every step is performed manually with high precision. Workers use sharp knives to remove the head, eyes, beak, and ink sac, then gently extract the internal organs from the body. Next, the thin purplish skin is peeled off by hand or assisted by high-pressure water jets, revealing the clean white flesh underneath. This process ensures optimal cleanliness, preparing the squid for the next stages of processing. At this stage, the squid is sorted into individual parts such as tentacles, fins, body, and ink sac. Throughout the processing stage, water is continuously flushed to ensure thorough cleaning, maintain freshness, and help workers handle the squid more efficiently and accurately. The tentacles, known for their chewy texture and rich flavor, are usually kept whole, carefully cleaned, and inspected before being packaged according to size. Meanwhile, the fins, meaty and firm, undergo a brief boiling or steaming step to lightly cook them, preserve their natural shape, and improve flexibility. They are then quickly cooled and deep frozen to retain their flavor and freshness throughout storage. For squid that are processed by parts, the body section undergoes multiple washes with cold water, combined with high-pressure water jets to thoroughly remove slime, marine debris, and any clinging particles. Some high-quality squid bodies, meeting standards for whiteness, elasticity, and size, are kept whole and packaged as frozen fresh squid. They are then neatly arranged in trays or specialized food-grade bags and packed into finished products. However, the majority of the remaining squid is used in the production of value-added products. For species with firm meat and tubular bodies, such as squid tubes or bat squid, the body is fed into a specialized cutting machine, where precisely calibrated rotating blades slice it into uniform rings with diameters ranging from 3 to 5 centimeters. Automatic sensors adjust the thickness of each cut with high precision, ensuring every ring is perfectly shaped. After slicing, the squid rings are quickly rinsed again, then passed through deep freezing tunnels at -40°C to lock in their freshness and signature firm texture. Immediately afterward, an automated packaging system portions the product into 250 grams, 500 grams, or 1 kilogram packs, with an output capacity of up to 1 ton per hour. These bright white rings, meeting the strictest standards of quality and hygiene, are then carefully packed and shipped directly to consumers around the world. But what's truly interesting is this: the small round core inside each squid ring, often mistaken as waste after cutting, is far from being discarded. On the contrary, these hidden pearls are fully utilized for a variety of purposes. They can be stir-fried, added to soups, used as toppings for instant noodles, or processed into convenient ready-to-eat meals. With the support of automated production lines and strict quality control systems, the entire process, from slicing and separating to processing and packaging, happens quickly, precisely, and under strict food safety standards. As a result, not only are the perfect squid rings preserved, but even their modest inner cores are valued, repurposed, and find their way into countless delicious dishes enjoyed around the world. After the modern pre-processing steps, the journey is far from over. Now the squid enters the drying stage, where technology and artisanal know-how come together to create tender, aromatic slices with authentic flavor. There are two common methods for producing dried squid: traditional sun-drying under natural sunlight, and modern cold air drying, where temperature and humidity are tightly controlled to preserve flavor and achieve perfect chewiness. With the cold air drying method, cleaned squid are skewered on wooden sticks and dried at 25°C for 6 hours to maintain their straight shape, natural texture, and chewiness. Meanwhile, sun-drying is the time-honored technique that imparts a rich, deep flavor as the squid absorbs the sun and breeze. Thousands of squid hang in neat rows on drying racks across wide open fields, producing a signature taste that is unmistakably authentic. Whether by cold air drying or sun drying, the squid is then quality checked, graded by size, and carefully packaged to ensure uniformity and export-grade standards. In the wild, squid are among the most mysterious and versatile creatures of the ocean. They belong to the mollusk family and are closely related to octopuses and cuttlefish. Their streamlined bodies are perfectly designed for high-speed movement through water. Squid primarily inhabit deep waters, typically at depths of 20 to 200 meters, though some unique species can be found as deep as 1,000 meters, where sunlight can barely reach. In such extreme environments, squid have evolved extraordinary adaptations, including bioluminescent skin that allows them to communicate, hunt, and hide in the pitch-black depths. They often live alone or in small groups and tend to migrate with ocean currents and shifting light patterns. During the day, they remain hidden in deeper waters to avoid predators, and at night, they rise closer to the surface in search of food. Thanks to their flexible bodies, squid move by drawing water into their mantle and forcefully expelling it backward, propelling themselves like underwater rockets. When threatened, they instantly release a cloud of thick black ink to confuse predators and vanish within seconds. The reproductive journey of squids is brief but mesmerizing, like an underwater dance where visual signals and intricate behaviors intertwine in perfect harmony. During mating season, the male approaches the female with an impressive display, rapidly changing colors, extending its arms and curling its body, a combination of courtship invitation and a showcase of strength. Once accepted, the male uses a specialized arm called the hectocotylus to transfer a spermatophore, a sperm packet, into the female's reproductive cavity, typically located near the head or body. After fertilization, the female seeks out calm, sheltered areas on the seafloor with rocks, sand, or seaweed to lay her eggs. In many species, something extraordinary occurs. Groups of females gather and lay their eggs simultaneously, creating massive egg gardens. Beneath the ocean's surface, thousands of pearly white egg clusters, floating like underwater bunches of grapes. Each female may carry from several hundred to tens of thousands of eggs and lay them in multiple batches over a few days. During egg laying, the female secretes a sticky gelatinous substance to coat the eggs, allowing them to adhere securely to rocks, coral, or seaweed. The result is compact, organized clusters that are sturdy enough to withstand ocean currents. Remarkably, if the environment isn't deemed safe enough, the female may return to deposit another layer of eggs over the previous batch, a rare form of parental care among invertebrates. After 2 to 5 weeks of quiet development on the seafloor, the eggs hatch simultaneously, releasing clouds of baby squids that drift gently in the water. Though only 1 to 3 millimeters long at birth, they already resemble miniature adults, with slender bodies, large eyes, short tentacles, and the ability to swim by jet propulsion from the very first moment. Delicate as they are, these tiny explorers are equipped with all the essential tools for survival: camouflage, color-changing abilities, and lightning-fast reflexes, everything they need to begin their daunting journey into the vast, unpredictable ocean. From a soft-bodied creature of the deep, the squid has not only captivated our taste buds but also astonished scientists with its extraordinary biology and intricate reproductive behavior. A creature that seems ordinary at first glance, yet holds within it an entire world of mysteries still waiting to be uncovered. Countless fascinating things lie ahead, secrets and technologies you may have never imagined. So, let's continue this journey and uncover even more captivating stories together. Few would have guessed that a burst of anger in a kitchen back in 1853 would end up making history. After being criticized for cutting his fries too thick, George Crumb, a proud and fiery chef, quickly sliced the potatoes paper thin, fried them to a crisp, and sprinkled on salt with defiance. That impulsive moment unknowingly gave birth to a legendary snack the world would soon go crazy for. Nearly 80 years later, Herman Lay started out with nothing but the trunk of an old car filled with potato chips, driving around Nashville to sell each small bag by hand. From that humble journey, he gradually turned Lay's into a multi-billion-dollar snack empire, a crispy icon that would go on to conquer the world. Then in 1965, Lay's officially joined the Pepsi family through a historic merger between Frito-Lay and Pepsi-Cola. From that point on, Lay's was no longer just a snack. It became part of a global food and beverage powerhouse, fueled by PepsiCo's massive distribution force and world-class marketing strategy. Unlike Pringles, where every chip is precision-molded like it came off a blueprint, or artisanal brands that stick to rustic, handmade charm, Lay's took a different path, conquering the world with pure, unfiltered crispiness that keeps your hand reaching back for more and more, until you've fallen into its delicious trap without even realizing it. Before becoming the crispy slices found in every bag of Lay's, potatoes undergo a long journey underground, carefully nurtured and irrigated over a period of 90 to 120 days. In the fall, as the weather cools and temperatures in Idaho, known as the potato capital of the United States, reach the ideal range of 15 to 18 degrees Celsius, vast potato fields begin their harvest season. This is also when specialized harvesting machines are brought into operation, marking the start of one of the most critical and active phases in Lay's production process. At the front of the machine is a set of sharp plow blades designed to penetrate the soil to a depth of around 15 to 20 centimeters, just enough to reach the full cluster of potatoes without causing damage. As the machine moves forward, the blades gently lift the entire row of soil along with the fully matured tubers. Next, the soil and potatoes are transferred onto a vibrating conveyor system. Here, the vibrations, precisely calibrated in both frequency and amplitude, help separate out rocks, roots, weeds, and other debris, leaving only clean, intact potatoes to continue along the line. The potatoes are then transferred to a side conveyor, which gently loads them into a specialized truck driving alongside the harvester. Thanks to the conveyor's flexible design, the tubers are evenly distributed without impact or bruising. The entire process runs continuously and in sync between the harvester and the transport truck, optimizing efficiency and minimizing downtime caused by waiting for collection. Each specialized truck typically holds between 20 to 25 tons of potatoes. In addition, the system features an automatic soil return mechanism. The loosened topsoil is redistributed back into the original furrows, helping maintain soil fertility and structure for future growing seasons. With a length of nearly 12 meters and a weight of over 20 tons, this potato harvester truly functions as a mobile factory. Powerful yet precise, allowing Lay's to maintain quality control right from the very first step of production. The entire harvesting process operates as a closed, seamless, and highly efficient system directly in the field. Each component of the machine, from the digging blades and vibrating conveyor to the side-loading belt, performs a specific role and works in coordination to ensure smooth, uninterrupted collection. But before reaching the Lay's factory, millions of potatoes go through an initial sorting stage, right at the transfer stations located next to the farms. Here, trucks line up one after another to unload their harvest into massive receiving hoppers. The vibrating sorting system kicks into gear immediately, bright red machines running non-stop, pushing the potatoes through a series of conveyors, mesh screens, and rotating shafts. Rocks, roots, and soil are filtered out, while quality potatoes are sorted by size and prepared for the next stage. The air is filled with the constant roar of engines, clanging metal, and falling soil. Workers stay on their feet, working tirelessly to keep up with the pace. These grading systems can handle over 200 tons of potatoes per day, equivalent to the weight of around 30 airplanes. Right after sorting, the potatoes are moved into advanced cold storage rooms maintained at a steady 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, the ideal range to keep them fresh, prevent sprouting, minimize softening or discoloration, and avoid deep chilling that can alter starch structure. This temporary hibernation phase not only helps preserve quality, but also acts as a kind of pressure valve, allowing the factory to maintain a consistent flow of fresh raw material throughout the production season. And then, one by one, the trucks roll out from the storage facility, carrying potatoes that are now ready to be awakened by the processing lines ahead. At the factory, the freshly awakened potatoes immediately enter a strict cleaning phase. They are first sent into massive whirlpool tanks that function like industrial washing machines. Powerful circulating water removes soil clinging to the skins while keeping the potatoes intact. Next, a system of high-pressure spray nozzles blasts water from multiple directions, flushing away any remaining dirt or debris. The entire process is fully enclosed and closely monitored to ensure the potatoes are thoroughly cleaned before moving on. This automated cleaning system not only boosts efficiency by up to 5 times compared to manual methods, but also saves up to 2/3 of the water, making it both effective and sustainable. Clean doesn't mean ready. Not every potato is fit to become a Lay's chip. After washing, the potatoes continue along the conveyor to the sorting area. Here, high-speed cameras and precision sensors scan each potato individually, assessing its size, shape, and weight within a fraction of a second. At speeds of up to 240 potatoes per second, those that are too small, misshapen, or show signs of damage are immediately removed from the line using targeted bursts of compressed air. Only the most uniform, healthy potatoes are selected to move forward in the production process. In the past, manual sorting was slower and could result in up to 15 to 20% waste, with many good potatoes mistakenly discarded. Today, thanks to advanced automation, the process is not only faster, but also far more accurate and efficient. While potatoes can technically be eaten with their skins, Lay's removes the outer peel to achieve a cleaner, crispier, and more refined texture. That's where the peeling machines come in. As the drum rotates, the surface of each potato rubs against the inner walls of the machine, quickly removing the outer skin through constant abrasion. At the same time, water flows through the system, washing away the loosened peels and leaving behind smooth, clean potatoes ready for slicing. After peeling, the potatoes are immediately fed into high-speed slicing machines. Each potato is gently pressed against a spinning blade disc, cutting it into uniformly thin slices, just about 1.5 millimeters thick, roughly the thickness of a standard sheet of office paper. This thickness has been standardized through years of optimization to ensure fast and even frying, while maintaining the signature light, crispy texture. If the slices are too thick, the chips become hard and lose their crispness. If too thin, they break easily and are harder to control during frying. Before entering the massive frying vats, each potato slice goes through a final rinse. This step is essential for removing excess starch, which accounts for only about 1 to 2% of each slice's weight, but if not properly washed off, can cause frying oil to become cloudy up to 3 times faster, significantly reducing its lifespan and affecting overall product quality. Next, the slices pass through a vibrating screen system where precisely calibrated vibrations separate any slices that may be sticking together, remove excess surface moisture, and evenly distribute the slices into a thin, uniform layer. If slices remain clumped or retain too much water, their contact time with the oil becomes inconsistent, leading to uneven frying, with some chips overcooked at the edges, while others fall short of the ideal crispness. When the thin potato slices are ready, they enter one of the most critical stages of the entire production process, high-temperature frying. In a closed-loop continuous frying system, the slices are cooked in refined vegetable oil at a stable temperature of 175 degrees for exactly 3 minutes. The oil used by Lay's is low in saturated fats and rich in unsaturated fatty acids, making the final product lighter to digest while maintaining an ideal crispy texture. The frying oil is not only replaced on a regular schedule, but also continuously filtered during operation. This helps maintain the oil's clarity, reduce the buildup of burnt particles, extend oil life, and ensure consistent product quality. Notably, Lay's automated frying system can run 24/7, processing tons of potatoes daily without interruption, a key factor in maintaining stable output to meet global demand. Hot oil plays a crucial role in achieving the crispy texture of snacks, but without proper control, it can cause the chips to absorb excess oil, turn soggy, and lose their signature flavor. After exiting the 75 degrees Celsius frying chamber, the chips are rapidly cooled using high-pressure cold air, bringing their temperature down to below 40 degrees Celsius within seconds. This quick cooling process locks in their crispiness and minimizes oil reabsorption into the chips. Additionally, it prevents moisture from condensing inside the packaging, helping preserve both the crunch and shelf life of the final product. Immediately after, each potato slice swiftly passes through an inspection area equipped with advanced optical sensors. Hundreds of high-speed cameras operate simultaneously, capable of scanning and analyzing up to 10,000 slices per second, detecting even the slightest defects such as burnt edges, breakage, or irregular shapes. Slices that fail to meet the standards are instantly removed from the conveyor by precisely timed bursts of compressed air, accurate to the millisecond, functioning like an invisible blade to ensure that only the crispiest, most uniform, and visually consistent chips continue down the line. Once the potato chips have cooled and passed every stage of strict quality control, they move into one of the most fascinating steps: seasoning. Here, massive rotating drums spin continuously, while precision-controlled dispensers sprinkle seasoning blends at exactly calibrated rates. Inside the drums, the chips tumble and gently collide with one another, allowing the powder to coat both sides evenly, forming a thin, smooth layer that enhances flavor with every bite. The seasoning formulas are tightly guarded secrets, but common ingredients include sea salt, fried onion powder, cheese powder, chili, and ground pepper. Each blend carefully paired with proprietary flavorings to create distinct product lines. And Lay's doesn't stop at traditional tastes. The brand has launched over 200 unique flavors globally, surprising consumers with some truly unexpected combinations. Cappuccino-flavored chips in India, fiery wasabi in Japan, or blue cheese mixed with walnut in Russia. Because taste is cultural. A company that aims to win over global markets can't rely on a one-recipe-fits-all strategy. That's why Lay's continues to innovate, ensuring that wherever you are in the world, you can still find a flavor that feels like home. After being coated with the perfect layer of seasoning, the potato chips move on to a fully automated packaging stage. At the top tier of the production line, hundreds of synchronized electronic scales portion out exact amounts of chips into each bag, typically between 28 to 30 grams, matching a standard serving size. On average, the system can seal up to 12,000 bags per hour, ready to serve hundreds of markets worldwide. To preserve that satisfying crunch all the way to the consumer, a burst of pure nitrogen gas is injected into each bag before sealing. This isn't a marketing trick. It's a vital step to displace oxygen, prevent the oil from turning rancid, and lock in freshness as if the chips just left the fryer. Thailand is considered the tropical paradise of jackfruit, producing nearly 400,000 tons each year. This giant fruit isn't just widely cultivated. It also brightens up the country's floating markets, where thousands are bought and sold daily from small wooden boats. But the real craze is rising across the globe. Just a decade ago, most Americans had never seen a jackfruit. Now it's becoming a new symbol of plant-based eating. Young jackfruit is especially praised as the perfect plant meat, thanks to its fibrous texture and ability to soak up flavors, turning easily into a vegan version of pulled pork or roast chicken. Many Americans still confuse jackfruit with durian because of their large, spiky appearance, but they're completely different personalities. Durian is the rock star of the tropics with a bold aroma people either love or run from, while jackfruit is gentle, sweet-smelling, and easy to share, like a friendly guest always welcome at the table. What about you? Do you prefer jackfruit or durian? The journey of jackfruit begins with tiny seeds, carefully selected from large, evenly ripened fruits. Then a gentle spray of protective solution is applied, followed by another layer of fiber to maintain stable humidity. After just 5 to 7 days, the hard shell begins to crack, revealing the first small root, a vivid sign that life has begun. From the sprouting seeds, farmers begin the planting process. They gently dig small holes, place each seed inside, and cover it with loose, airy soil. Finally, a layer of dry straw is spread on top, like a natural blanket protecting the tiny green sprouts from scorching sun and heavy rain, allowing them to safely push through and grow. As the sprouted jackfruit seeds begin to grow and push out tender green shoots, the grafting process is initiated. Farmers carefully select healthy buds from mother trees known for producing quality fruit, then skillfully attach them to the young seedlings, securing them with a thin layer of plastic film. After 7 to 10 days, once the grafted shoots emerge bright and green, the plastic wrap is removed. Successfully grafted plants are then selected and transplanted into soil, marking the start of their journey toward fruit production. With 3 to 5 years of meticulous care, including watering, fertilizing, and pest control, the mature jackfruit trees begin to yield their first fruits. Though the initial output may be modest, it signifies that the trees have adapted well and are ready to enter a stable, productive phase. As time passes, the jackfruit trees stand resilient against the sun and wind, and by the vibrant month of September, the entire orchard glows with golden hues. The plump, fragrant jackfruits peek out from beneath their leafy canopy, announcing that the harvest season has truly arrived. Recognizing a ripe jackfruit is not as straightforward as with most other fruits. When it reaches maturity, its leaves darken to a deeper green, the outer skin transitions from green to yellow, the spikes on its surface loosen slightly, and the stem begins to ooze sap. These signs typically appear in fruits weighing between 10 to 30 kilograms, the ideal size for commercial harvesting. Each jackfruit is carefully wrapped in a green mesh bag, a protective layer that shields it from insects, harsh sunlight, and physical impacts during its final growth stages. In large-scale jackfruit orchards, where hundreds of fruits can be harvested daily, workers use specialized tools with long handles and razor-sharp blades for the harvest. With a swift and precise cut, the blade navigates through dense foliage, swiftly bringing down even the enormous jackfruits hanging high above. Every cut demands absolute precision to prevent scarring the fruit's skin or breaking tender branches. Only seasoned farmers, often those with over a decade of experience, can distinguish between a fruit that has reached perfect sweetness and one that still needs more sunlight. Yet, jackfruit harvesting is far from simple. To reach fruits suspended over 3 meters high, farmers must secure themselves on sturdy ladders and carefully climb through dense branches. Once close enough, they must move cautiously across limbs, mindful not to damage young branches. When finally positioned, they make a decisive cut at the stem, slowly lowering the fruit with full concentration and strength, never allowing it to fall freely, as a single impact could bruise the flesh, scrape the skin, and reduce its value. In the canal-side orchards Klong of central Thailand, farmers have devised an ingenious harvesting method. Instead of carrying the heavy fruits manually, they cut them and let them directly into the canal. They then navigate along the water in boats to collect the floating jackfruits, maximizing efficiency by utilizing the natural waterways to swiftly transport the harvest to bustling floating markets. The freshly harvested jackfruits, bursting with vitality, are carefully loaded onto pickup trucks and motorbikes, ready for their journey to the collection point. There they undergo meticulous pre-processing, trimming leaves and stems to enhance their appearance. Once prepared, these pristine jackfruits continue their journey, traveling to bustling markets or processing factories where they are transformed into delicious dried jackfruit. Before heading into the dried jackfruit processing factory, let's first visit the bustling jackfruit market, where golden ripe fruits are stacked high, and buyers and sellers eagerly negotiate and trade. The sharp swish of knives, along with the pungent, characteristic scent of jackfruit sap, fills the air. The jackfruit cutters work deftly, hands firmly gripping thin, long-bladed knives pre-greased with cooking oil to prevent the sticky sap from adhering. With just one decisive cut, the rugged, thorny rind instantly splits open. Each golden, plump segment of jackfruit is then revealed. These are quickly deseeded, fibrous parts removed, and neatly arranged into plastic boxes or packaging trays, ready for their journey. In large markets like Chatuchak in Thailand, dubbed the fruit paradise, thousands of jackfruits are consumed daily, transformed into convenient portions for tourists and locals alike. The remaining jackfruit takes a different path. Instead of heading to bustling markets, it fulfills its purpose at modern processing plants. Immediately upon arrival at the factory, the sweet jackfruit is moved by workers into storage facilities. Here, the jackfruit is weighed and sorted according to its intended use. After being weighed, the jackfruit undergoes an initial cleaning of its exterior to remove dust accumulated during long transit.